this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Pretty good start right off the bat there with throws 1 and 2.
He's not locking in on just one target early, is he? Spreading it around a little bit as this game gets started.
Back-to-back first downs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. That's out to the left, flat and complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is caught by Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
He's checking crack.
Second and 9 now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Elliott is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. Those are to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. Flush to his right. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now back to throw. And incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll drop to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th, now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Cook following the penalty. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw here. Looking for the end zone. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And the return will stop right around the 25. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Nothing after 1 on EA Sports.
Eagles 3, Vikings nothing.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he finds a man. That's Watkins. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. They'll set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Now this time he'll look to throw. That's complete to Hightower. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Vikings 7-yard line.
Forced out to his left. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. But I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. That is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
set up a throw. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he can get a good head of steam going.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
At the Eagles' 34-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. This will be caught just inside the 10. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
A gain of 7 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. He may try and run for the... And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Eagles 17. Vikings nothing. Jake Elliott to kick.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll throw now on the final play. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete here. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A gain of 12. First down, Vikings.
He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown.
Down, Eagles.
So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. And the lead is now 24.
Is good. Makes the score Eagles 24. Vikings.
Here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. got to take care of the football, got to hold on to it.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Flushed out right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. It's a foot race. He's at the 30. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll try and throw for it here. Escaping the pressure right. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got Watkins on the out route. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
At the 14-yard line.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open here, Adam Thielen. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And the Vikings first down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
It's a gain of
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Minnesota.
Back to throw again. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now third down. Third down. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
There has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
24's the mic. 24's the mic. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Jump.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Complete to number 89. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 20-yard line.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 27, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
The Vikings on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throw's going to be incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They'll look to throw now on first down. This short throw caught by Goddard. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I want him out. They tend to leave him in.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This will be taken in by Hightower. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
At the 26-yard line.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. That's out to the left and complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 18-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Another run with Sanders. And yet again, he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. This is out quickly to the right. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11th. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Elliott on for the field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. We're not talking about ball control, isn't it?
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
The Vikings first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
29 is the mic. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Let me know what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Smith catches left side. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Minnesota.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On play action, they'll throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Big stop, G. Big stop.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. That's out to the left, flat and complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides.